guys, welcome. Thanks for joining me here today. Just give us 1 second. This sort of wee episode actually might have to be cut into a couple of different videos. I probably won't get it all done today. What are you looking at? Are you talking to me? Listen to this guy here. You talking to me? DJI Shade. What are you talking about? Pure DJI Shade. Yuneec is pure crap. Do you know the state of it? It looks like an alien. People don't even want to buy it. You can't even look at it. The orange flying turd. Listen to him. Oh, it's crap. This here's the best machine ever. The best. Right. Hello and welcome. Beautiful sunny day here again in Northern Ireland. We don't know how much longer this weather's going to last for, but something I wanted to do for you guys for a while. I'm going to compare the Inspire 2 versus the H520. Big fight off. So the DJI Inspire 2 versus the Yuneec H520, and one machine is regarded as a cinematic type machine, which can also do survey and mapping whenever you use the correct app, the likes of Drone Deploy, Pix4, Litchi, or even the DJI Ground Station Pro. The Yuneec H520, however, it was originally classed as a cinematic stroke broadcasting machine capable of a multiple of tasks, as an all-round machine that can do anything or everything. It has now went from that machine to being solely marketed as a mapping only machine. So we bought it whenever it was supposed to be able to do the cinematic stuff and blah 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 and broadcast ready, and everybody was going to be happy. It had a camera with superior optics that any photographer of any level would enjoy. This one here has the E90 camera. The Yuneec H520 has the E90 camera with 20 megapixel sensor. Sorry, with the wide angle lens. It's roughly, I think, is it 91 degree FOV field of vision, equivalent to around about a 23mm lens. Stock lens on this here is a 15mm lens, and because it's a crop sensor, it's equivalent to around about a 30mm lens. So not much of a difference really with the two of them, really, to be honest with you, just the way they are. Both 20 megapixel machines, both capable of 4K at 60 frames per second. And we're going to do a couple of tests here quickly. The first test is going to be deployment. It's not going to be a race against time to see how fast we can get them in the air. It's going to be a general get them out, unbox them, get them set up ready. We're going to include calibrating the compass from the start to the point where we can take off, how long it takes. Then we'll do a second test, which will be stability, which I might not get done today. We'll have to see how things go. So it's going to put them both in a hover, let them sit. Now obviously not at the same time, we'll do a split screen. We'll put them into a hover for 5 minutes and we'll see which one floats around the most, or which is the most steadiest. The third test will be ease of use and manoeuvrability. So we're going to look at general flying, how smooth it flies, how well it flies, how fast it can fly, and how easy it is to do a manual orbit. There's a tree in the field, we'll show the video. We'll do an orbit, we'll go above the tree, we'll pull back, we'll do an orbit around the tree, and we'll do it all manually, because the H520 cannot do, in its current form and current firmware, it's still unable to fly a point of interest orbit. The Inspire 2 recently only had POI added to it, but it had a thing called Smart Shot, where you were able to tap on the screen on a target and you can fly around manually anyway, and the camera would stay locked on that target, or Spotlight Pro, sorry, it is called. And then at the end, number four is going to be basically we're going to say it's for a client, for a customer, a couple of old buildings over here that are being demolished that you can't actually see. So number 4 then is going to be general video, bit of general video, say the client wants a video, and a general inspection-y type shot. We're going to fly up close to a point on the roof. There's a good spot over there with a couple of antennas on the roof. We'll fly over close, we'll try and hover, we'll take a photo of the subject, and then we'll have a look at the video and photos and see which one is actually going to be the best and which is going to be the sharpest. So stick with us here, join us in a wee second, and we're going to have a fight off the DJI Inspire 2 versus the Yuneec H520. And the first video, whenever you see me, I'll be working at one, and we'll start with deployment. I'll start with, what will I start with? Start with the Yuneec. We'll start with the Yuneec H520. Right, give us a bit, see you in a second. Bear with us now, we're going to start the clock. It's not a race against time. We're going to start with the first one, deployment. Boom, boom. I have a funny feeling that the Yuneec H520 will win, but let's see anyway. So we're going to include a compass calibration. So it's not a race against time, but we're going to get it out and get it ready, and get it ready for takeoff and ready to fly in the air, okay? So from the minute I put my finger on the zip, we're going to start the clock, and that will be the minute until we press the button to have it ready to fly. Have to wait. We had video feed, but we lost it. I can see myself in the camera, so it's all the pictures froze. Hang on. So we're still not ready, but we have an error. EKF yaw error. Weather's to take a turn for the worst, I think now. We've had 2 weeks, brilliant weather. Just waiting. We're almost good to go. Mario 100%, controller 97%. We are ready for takeoff. Once I get this in the air, we'll stop and then we'll land. Right, what was the conclusion? Seven minutes, 47 seconds. And that wee short takeoff we had there, brand new charged battery, dropped from 100% to 96%. So 7 minutes and 47 seconds on the clock, 7 minutes 47, not too bad, that's a decent amount. Less than 10 minutes for setting up on site and taking off in a safe manner without rushing it. Let me screenshot that, 7 minutes and 47 the feet. Right guys, so that was the H520, 7 minutes and 47 seconds. Did I say it right? 7 minutes and 47 seconds. Okay, so we're going to move from the H520 onto the Inspire 2, and from the minute I sort of zip the bag, we're going to start the clock and we're going to see how long it takes me to get this one ready. Okay, might as well just, let's get to it. Inspire 2 can fly dual operator, and I have the dual controllers for it. So we can fly dual up, so we've got 2 tablets, that's why, but this is the master. The thing about being on this grass with that is, the only thing is the camera will hit the ground. I don't know if you've heard that, but I just got a thing to say the home point has been updated, so we'll check the home point just to make sure it's all okay with this machine. Right guys, something I was very surprised about, and I really didn't expect this myself. I thought by taking out the camera, calibrating the compass, attaching the screen to the controller and stuff like that, I thought maybe it would have took longer. Okay, we did have a problem with this, with the screen freezing. The camera did freeze and I had to restart. It actually is quite a common problem. If you speak to any Yuneec H520 owners, sometimes you get the wee glitches in startup and there's not a lot you can do. You just have to shut it down and restart again, but it is something that happens, so I let that count. Still thinking it would have beat this. I really did think it would have beat this. 5 minutes and 16 seconds. 5 minutes and 16 seconds, that's nearly a minute and a half shorter to get the Inspire 2 unpacked. Although it did have to lift it and set it on a bit of thing from the 520 for the allow the camera to be free from the ground, it still was quicker. 5 minutes and 16 seconds. 5 minutes and 16. I'm shocked. I'm shocked. I thought the H520 would have been deployed a lot faster. I could probably do it faster, but it was taking my time. Have you seen me? I don't know if you've seen me or not. I checked every single propeller and I made sure everything was right. I checked the home point, I checked GPS coordinates, I checked the maps on both the machines before I took off. I checked everything to make sure that it was safe to take off in a safe manner, and away it went. So there you have it guys, out of the 2 machines. Something that I didn't really want to say, but out of the 2 machines, DJI win. 5 minutes 16 versus 7 minutes 40 something, can't remember now. Minute and a half faster to get deployed and in the air. Round 2 coming up. Just to let you know, this video is going to jump and change a wee bit. I was telling you at the start I had to go away today, still have to go away. We've got 20 odd minutes left remaining. By the time I get this stuff packed up and get away down to the house and get sorted, get back again, but I have to go. So we'll be back in a minute. Bye bye.